where there's sure to be droppings and honkings all over the field. We're here in Champaign, Illinois, Geese Memorial Stadium. Basically a month into the season, here in Week 4, and teams are starting to reach a critical portion of the schedule. It's the Virginia Cavaliers and the Illinois Fighting Illini. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Illinois head coach told me before the game he is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Illinois will kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Running inside. It's Lewis. Might have a chance. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Looking to throw, it's Hauser. Fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Go, go! On the run, it's Valentine. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. From the gun, wants to pass. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Converts on 4th down, still going. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
I like this offense. I like watching it, man. They find a way to make plays and spread the football around. But I tell you what, I think this QB has an eye for this guy because that's 3 TDs now in 4 games. He wants to find him to make plays, really starting to trust that receiver out wide.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Virginia ready to get things going as the offense takes the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen them the last couple weeks.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Fires left. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week, this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Didn't get a ton. Return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
So the Fighting Illini offense comes out ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his set. There he goes. Touchdown, Illinois. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
You know, sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time, they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Boy, it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sideline's going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Wilson. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Let's see what they've got on second down. Eli Holstein to throw. Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field. And look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He's got him in the flat. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
And they've dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
The option, he'll keep it. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage. The Cavaliers are in the hurry-up.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were good.
Got a little grass. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting on this block, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play.
Caught! He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Push ahead on the sneak. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line. The quarterback sneak. Sneak gets it done. Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. It was finished off with the quarterback sneak. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Break. So it's over.
Back to pass, it's Hauser. Got his man. At the 45 on his way. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The Illini generating momentum through the air. Let's see if they go back to it. Motion from the wide receiver. He might want another play. The run inside. It's Huff. There's a crease. Ripping through the defense. Touchdown Illini. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Pulls it, fired complete. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And the Cavaliers want to crank the tempo.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And he left that one short, trying to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
Third and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun on third down, Holstein. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Oh, and you'd love to have that play back if you're that defender. Third down, and you almost pick that off. That's a catch you need to make. If he catches that, that might be pick six.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Almost everything has gone their way so far, up 21-7, and they have it back. Back to throw, it's Boyd. The quick out.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Fighting Illini with options here on second and short. Back to pass. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Illinois trying to move the chains on third and inches. Looking to throw for it. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. On the move at the 30. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the third down. That's the end of the period. It's Illinois with the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They've got a first down here to open the period. The give out of the gun. Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Valentine. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Illinois looking to convert the fourth down. Now the Illini calling a timeout, their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. Smashes it between the uprights. There is a flag on the play, and if this is on the defense, guys, would you take the points off the board here? He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Holstein. Caught over the middle. It's Cox. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Cavaliers want to pick up the tempo. Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. From the gun on third down, Holstein finds a soft spot in the middle. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Throwing, Holstein. Got it behind the line. It's Lewis. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The old saying is, you'll never go broke taking a profit. No matter how small, just keep building up the bank account.
Yep, and when the defense wants to drop back and not give up those big plays, a lot of times they're going to force you to be patient, and when you show them you can do that, it'll pay dividends in the long run.
Got his man downfield. He's loose down the middle. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cavaliers! And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Illinois will get things going as the offense comes out onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Dropping back, it's Boyd. Quickly to the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short. Short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. They'll give it to him again. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Might be calling a hot route. They turn to the passing game on third and short. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Scanning the field, it's Hauser. Moving out to the right. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds. As long as it passes the line of scrimmage, we go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
The Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're...
And they drop him for a loss, but there are penalty markers on the field. Let's check out the call. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed him for the defensive holding penalty. It's 1st and goal as Illinois comes to the line. Illinois uses its 2nd timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the 1st down. This offense has been running wild in the 1st half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Virginia will call its 1st timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. Fitted in the window for the score. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
You never know how it happens, but it happens. Defenses lose sight of those big, huge, pass-catching tight ends. You can tell there, maybe bit on the play fake a little bit too much. Lost him for a second. He takes care of the rest and gets the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Running inside, it's Lewis. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. And the Cavaliers moving quickly to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Unloads to the wideout. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Cavaliers with the 1st and 10.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here.
Caught, and he's got room. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. And the Cavaliers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. They go play action with Holstein. He's got it on the run. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfect.
Touchdown, Virginia! And they take it in for 6 more points.
The textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing, you need to put a drive.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Solid return, decent field position as he goes out of bounds at the 30. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To throw, it's Boyd. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Timeout taken here by the Illini, and that is their 3rd. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We get right to it with Indiana taking on the number 14 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's the home squad looking to come out on top in what has been a high-scoring affair. And I love that neither team fears this moment. Gotta see which defense is able to make a stand. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. All the way. Touchdown, Illinois.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lewis. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
Stop short. They'll bring him down at the one. He just couldn't get it in. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Fighting Illini offense comes out ready to go to work. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score. David, see if they can... Turning it on! Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
And that looks like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Illinois can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. From the gun to give, looking for room. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Back to throw, it's Boyd. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Escapes the pressure going right. Throwing on the run. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes the pick back to the 32-yard line, and now this offense will be in business. And on the opening drive of the 2nd half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well, and they're allowed to sit there in the locker room and think and wonder about it.
Going to take a shot. And he went for it all in the first play. Drive and come up empty.
And that's not the worst place in the world to miss. Coaches will tell you, man, when you're going to take those deep shots and those fly routes down the field, if you're going to miss as a quarterback, you don't miss inside. And he misses outside a little bit. Like to give your receiver a better chance, but it's a good job missing outside.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Lined up in the gun, third down, Eli Holstein. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Wait just a second, they're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Holstein to throw for it on fourth. He tries to take the top off. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. Touchdown, Cavaliers! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
As quarterbacks, you want to find your best matchup in these critical fourth downs. They found it and took a shot, and it paid off. Huge touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. And he's going to bring this one out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Going to run it. It's Valentine. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run it. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's caught. It's Valentine. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Making side adjustments here. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical. Get off the...
Makes a grab and room to run. And he's bounced out of bounds, but not before a very productive gain.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The run inside. It's Huff. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Looking to throw. It's Hauser. Escapes the pressure to his right. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th.
Nice job in coverage on that 3rd and short, defensively taking all the throws and options away for the quarterback, and now we're setting up 4th down.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Just going to keep it after the snap. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Here's Holstein to throw. Makes the catch. It's Martin. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Upstairs, he's got it. Touchdown, Virginia. They looked finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead.
And that shows you the importance of the run game and balance on offense. They run the football. Next play, they come back. Safeties, linebackers, bite on the run, opens up the big pass down the field. He catches it, and he glides into the end zone for 6.
Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and the cushion is now 3. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Looking for room. It's Valentine. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll keep it on the ground. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. He's not going to get there. The defense was sure tackling to stop him a few yards short.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Could be an alley. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. The Cavaliers headed quickly to the line. To the ground, he's got it again. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Cavaliers. On the sideline, got it in the end zone.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
To the air, it's Hauser. Fires to the right. Nobody around as he makes the catch. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one.
Well, that's exactly why you practice these 2-minute situations. The quarterback knew exactly where to go. He's trying to work the sidelines, save some clock. Great route by the receiver getting open, making the catch, getting out of bounds. And this drive is off to a pretty good start.
Virginia will call its first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Fighting Illini move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it on 1st down. He goes right back to the air. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. With that penalty, the offense is backed up on 2nd down. Wants to keep it in the air. Pressure coming. Stands in and takes the hit. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the 2nd half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Illini! The Illini right back in the lead.
I don't know what play they called, but I would call it again because the defense had no idea what was going on. Receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. The Cavaliers offense all set and ready to get this drive underway. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
And the Cavaliers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Quarterback keeps it. Slides, avoids the punishment, and picks up the 1st down. They've got a 1st down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. There's some room.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. Wide receiver comes in motion. Keeps it on the option. He slides down, and he's got enough to convert the 2nd and short.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
Handoff to the single running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Now the Illini calling a timeout there first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Illinois uses its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein unloads it left. And they're not on the same page there.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
Kick is in the air. He'll make the fair catch, but there is a flag on the field. You got to give him room and let him catch the football, and if he's called for the fair catch, you just have to stay back. Wants to throw. It's Hauser. He wants a big play here late. Makes a grab on the shot. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Stepping to the right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. To the air on 1st down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
And with that incompletion, I know my head says, yeah, I want to go for this, and I want to go get the dub, but I think the smart thing to do is kick the field goal, go into overtime, prove you're the better team in overtime, and resist that temptation that you want to go out and win it right now.
This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. And with 2 seconds left, their last chance to send it to overtime. And it's good! And that's going to tie it up. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably, maybe 1 possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new...
Makes the catch! Touchdown, Virginia! And they're on top here in overtime.
This offense is high-octane, boy, and you just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Huff. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Illinois right back to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Almost had the huge interception there. Man, what a change that would have been. Instead, we're looking at 3rd down.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left but wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
3rd down in overtime. They have to keep the drive alive and try to get it in the house. Dropping back, it's Hauser. Got the quick pass. No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the grab. Touchdown, fighting Illini. They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with the point after. Don't assume on this extra point. They needed to send it to a 2nd OT. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Here in the 2nd overtime, they'll snap it on 1st down. Running inside, it's Huff. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. With a condensed field in overtime, if you can establish the run, it is a huge advantage.
Big-time advantage. You establish your physicality, come out the gates, put you in a positive way. Now, I can play action, opens the whole playbook.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They'll try to power their way ahead. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
Yeah, and I think on that 3rd down and short call, I honestly think that they thought it was going to be a 4th down situation. Now it's 4th and 2. I think this offense was ready for this opportunity, and I think they're going to go for it right here.
The tension, the intensity, the drama, the offense steps to the line on 4th down in overtime. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. Mark him down right there, but he's got plenty for the 1st down and to keep this drive moving.
You got to like the offense being aggressive and going for it on 4th down, especially when you get it. Because if you didn't get this, obviously, this idiot would be up here talking about how dumb you are and you shouldn't have done this and you shouldn't have done that. But nice aggressiveness.
This thing has been back and forth now. 1st and goal as they try to take the lead in overtime number 2. He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Defense going to use a timeout here to make sure everyone is crystal clear on their assignment here in overtime. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
Keep. Here we go.
They'll move the wide receiver. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Illinois! That score gives them the lead here in the 2nd overtime.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Now in the 2nd overtime, you must go for the 2-point conversion. To the air, it's Hauser. Dances away to buy time. They do not get the 2, and now the lead sits at 6 in double OT. Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. The keeper on the option. Makes it past the marker. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Looking to get it in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Try to barge their way in. Touchdown, Cavaliers! What a great response here in overtime.
Man, what a great response by this offense. Going down the field, scoring the touchdown. Now, I got to go for 2. I know the new overtime rules. They changed this years ago. Jesse, you should work on this in practice. What's your go-to 2-point play right here?
I'll tell you, after running the ball as well as they did on that last touchdown, I could see them doing it again. I think they've got confidence in the big fellas up front to get it done, find a way into the end zone, and be more physical.
Have to go for 2 starting in double overtime, and this one would win the game. They do not convert, and we are still tied, headed for triple overtime. And now it's all 2-point conversion attempts from here on out. Eli Holstein to throw. If he runs this back, this game's over. Smashes ahead. They can't get it done on the 2, and now they'll rely on the defense.
Man, this has been such a grueling game, such a long contest. Everybody's exhausted, and now you are 1 2-point conversion away. That's all you got to do. You got to motivate your guys, Jesse. You got to dial up that play that you know is going to work and try to finally end this game.
And 2-point plays are not easy. It's not easy to throw it down here. The defense is going to have a lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage, so it won't be easy to run. But if you can get this executed, you walk out of here with a win.
They got the stop, now to win it with a 2. Looking for a man, it's Hauser. Flushed out of the pocket. That's it, that's the ball game. The 2-point try is a winner in OT. I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
Fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth, games that are so nip and tuck, and you know every play matters so much. These are the games that we love to call.
Yeah, every play matters, David, and that's why coaching staffs practice overtime scenarios and situations throughout the week. It's important to drill these types of scenarios. You never know what games are going to go to OT, and when they do, you love to be able to go out and execute with the game on the line.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches.